Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you about this device, the e-reader device, as a companion to your dumb phone. I really think a lot of people usually have this experience that they want to have a dumb phone, but they may need extra applications, little things. They want a flip phone, but they need an authenticator app or they need access to something for work, etc., etc. Or maybe it's just WhatsApp. You need to be communicated with others. And I think e-readers, especially Android e-readers, would be a great solution for that. This is the one that I use in companionship with my Light Phone 3, and it has worked excellently. Of course, these devices are e-readers first and foremost. So if you want to do annotations or you want to read a book, etc., you have that ability to do that. I am not an expert in this topic, but I do know people in YouTube that are experts, and I'm going to include their channels in the description of this podcast because, again, they know a lot about this topic of e-ink and they can recommend you the best tablet for your purposes. Here, I'm showcasing a Boox tablet. This is the one that I got a long time ago. If I had to pick again, personally, this is just my personal opinion, having watched all of those reviews and understanding a little bit of the landscape, I would pick the Supernote because Supernote has great support. They don't release cycles of devices again and again every year. So you are not going to be out of date. You're going to have the latest model for a long time. And another thing that I like about them is that they espouse repairability. So you can replace some components, which makes sure that if your device gets damaged, you're able to repair it yourself. So huge props to Supernote. I'm really excited about whenever this device is done, I will be able to get that. But as you see right here, I have loaded certain applications that people may want/need in their lives. So for example, you have maps. If you want to look into something, you can have that ability to download a maps application area. So as you see right here, and let's say that you're just trying to do a search of like, oh, hey, what's happening in this area? Let's go to downtown Santa Monica. I'm planning a trip, or I am in the middle of something and I just wanted to look into that zone. I'm going into a hotel, a business trip. What's going on? Of course, this is an e-reader, so the contrast is not going to be super amazing compared to LCD or OLED devices, but it does get the job done. It allows you to look up the information that you need, download the maps, and then, look into whatever it is that you're wanting to use the map for. So that is just one example. A more maybe practical example for a lot of people that come into the channel is WhatsApp. You're able to link WhatsApp or sign into WhatsApp automatically on this device, and you're going to be able to use all of the information, get all of whatever it is that you are talking to, whoever you're talking to, and there are no issues whatsoever. Here, let me go into a chat right there. So this is a chat. There it is. My wife said, get chopped vegetables and cauliflower risotto. Perfect. You have the ability to get that conversation reply because I'm connected to Wi-Fi. And if you're on the go, you can use the hotspot on your device. Here it is, personal hotspot. You initialize it. You give the network to your tablet, and then you have access to all of those utilities once again. So very useful. Again, WhatsApp is something that a lot of people ask for, and that's kind of important for a lot of you. But maybe it is that you need access to books. So if you want to get into the library, I am a avid reader and I love supporting the local library. So I use Libby as well. I not only get my books from the library, but sometimes if there is a long queue, I go and try to get it online via Libby, so I don't have to pay for it. And right now I'm reading this book, Super Agers, and I'm able to read it on this tablet. So again, I have access to that utility right there. And this is just an example, an idea that, hey, if you want to get your information, maybe it's an RSS feed, maybe it's, something like a two-factor authenticator, maybe it's email because you may need it for your work, then you are able to set up these utilities. For example, as you may have seen in my apps, I have Thunderbird. So if you want to set up Thunderbird, you have that ability. I have cleared it, of course, because I'm not going to show you my email, but essentially you're able to create that email app and sync it with all of your accounts. So this is a good middle ground, and I think because of the e-ink, you have the non-distracting technology. I loaded NewPipe to show you a video. So here, for example, we're going to look into, let me make sure that the sound is off. Yes, the sound is off. So we're just going to look into that. And while you can technically watch a video Do you really want to watch it in an e-ink screen? Probably not, but that is up to you. That is your decision to make. I think these make excellent companion devices for people with dumb phones. So if you have been considering, hey, I cannot go to the Dumbphone Live because X, Y, and Z app, get one of these Supernote, Boox, Big Me, e-ink readers, and check them out, check the reviews, and make sure that they work with whatever utilities, whatever apps that you need so that you are able to understand and also benefit from having this companion device in your life. And I guess one last one that I'm going to showcase is Zillow. If you're looking for a home, then you are able to do this. And right there, we're going to be looking for, oh, I haven't signed in. I guess there's no skip, right? Is there? Yes, there it is. So skip this step. I think it rotated poorly. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So, hey, there you go. If you want to go get a home here in Colorado, be prepared to get 475, 689, 570 for probably a shack. Yep, right there. One bed, one bath, 433. So if you're excited to move to Colorado and you're looking for a home, there you go. I just found you one, and you can have it here on the e-ink tablet. Again, this category of devices is maybe underappreciated in the community or maybe not known. So that's why I wanted to make this video. Actually, one of you asked me like, hey, can you make a video? And I said, yeah, why not? This device has been great for me because it allows me to have my calendar, my passwords, my utilities that I need, and other things that are helpful to me and be able to sync between for my work, for my personal purposes, and for other things that are helpful. Again, not an expert on this topic, so I'm going to link Voya and Kitmasters and other creators in the e-ink space that know way more about me. Go there, watch the reviews, ask them questions, and figure out which device will complement best your Dumbphone experience. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.